For a young swimmer who had previously been allergic to chlorine, Ian Thorpe is one of the greatest and most respected swimmers of all time. Ian has already broken 22 world records, including 4 short course records and 5 relay events. But many believe his true ability was demonstrated by one of his greatest swims to date, kickstarting his unbelievable career. At the Pan-Pacific Championships in 1999, Ian shattered the 400-metre freestyle record of compatriot Kieran Perkins, considered by many to be the best in the book. At the time, he was just 16. But it was no overnight success. Ian had been chewing up age group records like a starving man, virtually since he joined a swim club at the age of 8. At first, swimming was difficult. Thorpe was diagnosed as being allergic to chlorine. That didn't stop him though. He wore a nose clip and swam with his head out of the water. Eventually, the allergy subsided and Ian won his first competition a year later at age 9. He became the youngest male swimmer to be named on an Australian team since John Conrad's in 1956, when, as a 14-year-old, Ian was named for the Pan Pac team to go to Japan in 1997. The following year, he became world swimming's youngest ever world champion when he produced a withering burst to overtake Grant Hackett in the final stroke of the 400-metre final in Perth. Later, in 1998, Ian won Commonwealth gold in the 200-metre and 400-metre freestyle individual events and as part of the 2x200-metre and 4x100-metre relay teams. But all that was just a taste of the feats to follow. At both the 1999 Pan Pacs and the 2000 Olympic trials, Ian broke 3 world records in 3 days. He began with that 400-metre shattering of Perkins' record at the Pan Pacs, following that by breaking the 200-metre mark twice in consecutive days. At the Olympic trials, he bettered his own 400-metre mark and lowered the 200-metre world record on 2 occasions in 2 days. Don Talbot said a lot of people wanted a piece of the Thorpedo, and far too many of them were getting it. Sports goods manufacturer Adidas made him a centrepiece of its marketing campaign in the lead-up to the Games. In Olympic-obsessed Sydney, his face was plastered on billboards. After winning 6 gold medals at the 2001 World Championships and 3 gold at the 2000 Olympic Games, the Thorpe phenomenon continued in 2002 with 6 gold medals at the Manchester Commonwealth Games and 5 gold medals at the Pan Pacs in Yokohama, Japan. His foray into backstroke also netted him a silver medal in the 100-metre backstroke behind world champion Matt Welsh in Manchester. But Ian was to win 100 metres, 200 metres and 400-metre freestyle, as well as playing a part in all 3 relay victories. At Pan Pacs, he once again won the 100, 200 and 400-metre trifecta and was a string in the 4x100-metre and 4x200-metre freestyle relays. Aside from his gigantic achievements in the pool, there is much to like about Ian. He has become, in the space of 12 months or so, one of the most famous people in his homeland, yet he seems totally unaffected by his fame. In Japan, Ian is a more recognisable identity than some of the country's highest paid baseball or basketball stars. So identifiable is the young Aussie, Ian is the face of Australian tourism in Japan and a favourite of their PM. So much has been written and said about Ian that it is difficult to describe the effect he's had on the sport. Perhaps it's sufficient to simply say that good judges believe he will become the greatest swimmer ever to grace the pool. That is, if he isn't already.